From now on, we will go to Deoksugung Palace from Cheonggye Plaza. Ready? Go! Turn your back on Cheonggyecheon stream and walk a little. Deoksugung, previously called Cheonggyecheon, is the major royal palace of Daehan Empire, which was proclaimed in 1897. Deoksugung Palace has served as a temporary palace since 1593, naming it the Temporary Palace in Gyeongyang, just 1 year after the Japanese invasion in 1592, when all palaces in the capital were destroyed. Later, in 1611, it was named Cheonggye Palace and became an official palace with a court. Cross the crosswalk here. There are no traffic lights, so please cross carefully. As Emperor Gojong declared the Korean Empire in 1897 and assumed the throne as an emperor, Cheonggyecheon Palace served as the imperial court and palace of the Korean Empire. Later, its status was elevated to befit the dignity of an empire. Western-style buildings were built inside the palace, blending the traditional and Western styles. In 1904, however, many of its buildings were lost in a great fire. The palace was again renamed Deoksugung Palace after Emperor Gojong abdicated the throne due to pressure from the Japanese Empire in 1907. When Korea was under Japanese rule, the palace shrank in size significantly, resulting in the demolition of most of its buildings. Feel the happiness of your trip while looking at the scenery of an unfamiliar street. Cross the crosswalk here. There are no traffic lights, so please cross carefully. From 1946 to 1947, Deoksugung Palace's Cheonggyecheon Hall hosted the first and second U.S.-Soviet Joint Commission. The palace restoration project has continued since then, transforming it into the palace that we see today. Daehan Gate is the main gate of Deoksugung Palace. The name Daehan means yin to add prosperity to Hanyang. The main gate of Cheonggyecheon Palace was Infomun Gate, located south of the palace. However, Daehan Gate served as the main gate after the new city center, including the Hwanggadan altar, formed around Daemun Gate, the east gate of the palace. Its present name was changed during the renovation that took place in 1906. Cross the crosswalk here. Cheonggyecheon Hall is the throne hall of Deoksugung Palace, and it was the place where significant national events were held, such as coronations, wedding ceremonies, official meetings, and receptions for foreign envoys. The name Cheonggye means righteousness that doesn't get biased. After Emperor Gojong's return to Deoksugung Palace from the Russian legation, he used Cheonggyecheon Hall as the throne hall for about 5 years. We're almost there, so cheer up a little more. Cross the crosswalk here. The staircase that leads up to Cheonggyecheon Hall has 2 dragons engraved on it, unlike the traditional phoenixes found in other throne halls. This is because the hall was built after after the declaration of the Korean Empire, signifying the emperor's dignity. The courtyard of Cheonggyecheon Hall has stone posts on both sides that indicate state officials' positions by their ranks. Cheonggyecheon Hall is a Western-style stone building that was built as Emperor Gojong's sleeping and living quarters. The name Cheonggye means built with stones. Cheonggyecheon Hall was designed by G.R. Harding, a British architect, and was a part of the national modernization policy of the Korean Empire. Cheonggyecheon Hall is styled with the neoclassicism design from the West, and it features balconies at the front and both sides of the building. The ground floor has servants' quarters and subsidiary facilities. Cross the crosswalk and go left. After its completion in 1910, Emperor Gojong used Cheonggyecheon Hall as the reception room to greet high-ranking officials and foreign envoys. After Emperor Gojong's passing, however, Cheonggyecheon Hall was used as an art museum that exhibits Japanese artworks, while Deoksugung Palace was gradually damaged by the Japanese Empire. After the national liberation, Cheonggyecheon Hall was used by the U.S.-Soviet Joint Commission and by the United Nations Commission on Korea. Later, it served as the National Museum of Korea and the National Palace Museum of Korea until it was renovated in 2009. Cheonggyecheon Hall is now used as the Daehan Empire History Museum. Do you know about hanbok, Korea's traditional costume? Hanbok refers to traditional Korean attire. Koreans in the past used cloth, silk, hemp, ramie, and other materials to make clothes tailored to the distinct 4 seasons of the Korean peninsula. A complete set of hanbok consists of jeogori, which covers the arms and the torso, a skirt or a pair of trousers, and durumagi, which serves as outerwear. With a snug fit and soft lines, the clothes give an elegant look overall. Korean people in the past tended to prefer simple, white clothes, for which they were often referred to as the white-clad people. Today, hanbok is more often worn for special occasions than as casual clothes, such as wedding ceremonies, children's first birthdays, and seasonal holidays, including the Lunar New Year's Day and Chuseok. We finally arrived at Deoksugung Palace. I hope you enjoy the rest of your trip. See you in the next video. See ya!